Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new Sunday market breakdown. Okay, so we start with the DXY, the US dollar currency index of the Forex market. So we are at the weekly chart. What we can see is on the DXY that we are making this week a weekly bullish candle close. So what I can see right now is that we are making this bigger bearish W. So we are having here the first leg, second leg, third leg, and a potential fourth leg after that bullish candle close to hit the institutional candle here. So this blue candle between all the red candles is working like a magnet a lot of times. So it's more likely that the price will come to this institutional candle, and from there we can go to the downside. So yeah, so we have that weekly bullish candle close. We can look for the daily. So on the daily, what we can see on the daily already is we are having here some kind of 61.80 touch after that bearish W. So this first leg, second leg, third leg, the fourth leg, and we touched that 61.80, and from there we went to the daily lows. So we have now touched the daily lows here. If I take my horizontal line here, you will see it just tapped the daily lows. As you can see, the daily reverse point. So what I can see is that we can have a potential natural W. So we can have the same lows and potential the same highs for that natural W for potential more downside momentum. So that's what I can see right now on the DXY. We can go to the downside for sure immediately, but that's what I can see already, that we already have a daily bullish candle close. So the bulls are present with that weekly bullish candle close. So we can go to the upside till this first zone, and then maybe we can go till this daily highs and then make a pattern. We will see what will happen there. So NZDUSD. So I expect the DXY to go to the upside. So that means if the NZDUSD, the DXY goes up, then NZDUSD will go down. So that's what I can see on the weekly. So on the weekly, we are just not tapping these weekly highs because this is our major bearish W. So the first leg, second leg, third leg, and we are now forming that fourth leg, and we didn't tap that weekly highs yet. So now we are making that smaller weekly indecision candle, weekly bullish candle close, as I can see, with plus 0.01% this week. So yeah, it's a close one. So if I go to the daily, you can see on the daily we are tapping this weekly same highs. So we are in a bullish market. We are having this bigger bullish M, and within that we have a natural M. So same high, so I expect same low. So that's what I can see, that the price will come back till this zone, and if it doesn't do that, it will go and tap the weekly highs for that. So that's what I can see, and the minus 27 from that natural M is aligning with the weekly highs, so that's nice to see also. So that's what I can see. We can have here a corrective nature counter to the trend, and then the daily zone of interest, we want to see a pattern. So on the 4-hour on NZDUSD, we are still making higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, we are making here that higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This is the major high and low. So everything between that is also corrective nature, as you can see. So this can tap the beginning of correction also, because this is our ascending channel. So I will draw it better like this. This is our ascending channel here, like that. Ascending channel here forming like this. This is the ascending channel. So at one point we can go and break it and make the reversal pattern, and then we have a flip completion aligning with the daily lows. So that's what I can see that could happen on NZDUSD. Then USDCHF. So I expect the DXY to go up. So you can see already on this trade, we have here a natural W. So if I go to the weekly now, you can see on the weekly, I will that on the weekly, we are having here that bearish W forming. So we have that first leg, second leg, the third leg, potential fourth leg, till this zone maybe, and then go to the downside. So this can be our bearish W. we have a weekly bearish candle close, so I can look for a daily pattern. And the daily pattern, if I zoom in like this, we have here our potential bearish W here, but we have here the same lows here, so here the same lows, and we expect the same highs also for that natural W to play out till the daily -27. So that's what I can see, that we can touch the daily highs. And if I go to the 4-hour now, I will refresh like this. Then you can already see some deceleration, fake out with some kind of inversion and shoulders, as you can see here on the 4-hour. So this can be like this, an inversion and shoulders. It's not the best one, but you can see it already here, shoulder 1, head shoulder 2, and then we can make an uptrend for having that daily highs to touch. As you can see, this was our high and this is our low, so everything between that can be just a corrective nature relief to touch the beginning of correction, and then we can go to the downside. So that's what I can see right now. That could happen. We will see what will happen. I expect the DXY to go to the upside short term, and on the long term to go to the downside. Then EURNZD. If I go to the weekly, you can see on the weekly we have here a potential inversion and shoulders that can play out with that smaller bullish M here, because between this low and high, this is all a corrective nature for possible more upside momentum. So we have that weekly smaller bearish W, so we have that first leg, second leg, third leg, and here the fourth leg that already played out. I think we have already -27 Fib completion. If I do my Fibonacci from the low here till the high, yes, -27 Fib completion, not yet a -60.80. So we have a weekly bearish candle close. I can look for the daily, and on the daily, what you can see is again a natural W, same lows, so I expect the same highs. We are having that bigger bearish W with a natural W, so I expect that we can have the touch of the daily highs right now. So if I go to the 4-hour, I can see maybe we can have here already some deceleration. That can be a sign that we can go to the upside, and then we can go to the beginning of the correction here, and possibly the beginning of correction here, as you can see. So this is one this is just a descending channel here, so if we can break it, we can go to the beginning of correction from this high here. So that's what I can see on EURNZD. Then GBPCAD, if I go to GBPCAD on the weekly, we have a very big bullish driver, weekly bullish candle close, so I can look for a daily pattern. On the daily, I will zoom in. It will be more clear after that, yes. So on the daily, I can see we have a bullish M, so we have that first leg, second leg, then the third leg, and a potential fourth leg coming back till that IC, institutional candle, where the power is at. So that's what I can see, that we can touch this daily zone of interest, this white zone, and from there we can go to the daily -27 Fib completion. So if I go to the 4-hour, not yet a lot to see, maybe here already some diesel forming for more downside momentum. And from here, if we touch here this daily zone, I want to see a pattern in the form of diesel or an inverse head and shoulders or a bullish M. That's what I can see. We also have here a structural for our bullish M here that could hold the price up. Yeah, like this. This is our ascending trend line from the 4-hour. So from the daily also. So we will see what will happen there. Then the next one, NZDCAD. So I have a lot of same currencies with same pairs. So you need to be careful which one you take, which one the best one is, and yeah. So NZDCAD, a little bit the same scenario. We have that weekly bullish market, bullish candle close. If I go to the monthly, if you have a selling zone here, Yeah, maybe this is a supply and demand zone here that can play against us. This one. This is a major supply and demand zone. This resistance, support, resistance, support, support, resistance, support, resistance, and here potential resistance. So this can play against us, but yeah, the weekly is bullish still. Weekly bullish candle close on the daily. We have that daily bullish pattern. So if I go and zoom in a little bit more, you can see clearly that bullish M, like with GBPCAD. So we have here that first leg, second leg, third leg, potential fourth leg, and then the fifth leg to the daily minus 27. So I expect the price to come back till that IC because there is sitting the power. Between all the blue candles, you have one red candle. It took a lot of power to take a red, to make it a red one. So yeah, it's working like a magnet normally. So that's what I can see on NZDCAD on the 4-hour. Not yet that much to see already. Then the next one, AUDNZD on the weekly. What you can see on the weekly is we have here already a weekly bullish candle close. If I zoom out, then you cannot see it clearly. It's a weekly bullish candle close, so you need to pay attention. So we have a bearish market. We have that small weekly bullish candle close. So I looked at the daily, and what I saw on the daily, if I zoom in on the daily, I see here a potential inverse and then shoulders. I drew here my zone of interest at the daily is also the shoulder one here, but we cannot see here immediately a pattern. So what I want to see is then the touch of these daily lows to make the fake out, and then we can go to the upside to the daily minus 27. So that's what I can see right now. So on the 4-hour, not that clear. We cannot make the diesel because the diesel, so this can be that potential diesel that could make, but we already touched the previous lower high, so it's invalid to take. So what I want to see right now is because we have that bearish W here forming, then we can have here a minus 27 fib completion at the daily lows aligning. So I want to see the price pushing to the downside to touch the daily minus 27. And then from there on, maybe we can make a pattern. So that's what I can see. Then the silver USD. So silver USD is on the weekly chart. What you can see is we are making higher highs and higher lows on the weekly. We have that bullish M here that can play out. I think we already came back from that. If I take my Fibonacci from the low to the high, you can see we just didn't touch the 61.80 of the weekly, but we have a weekly bullish candle close. I can look for a daily pattern, and the daily pattern is saying me that we have the same highs here, the nice close, same highs, and then we can make the same lows for that potential natural M. So that impulse, that first leg, second leg, third leg, then the fourth leg coming back to the daily lows. Then we can go to the upside. So that's what I can see. So yeah, these are the trades I'm the most looking at. There are some other trades that need to have some more development this upcoming week. So yeah, look closely to the 4-hour closes. And yes, yeah, next week have a nice training week, everybody. Bye.